Hello and welcome back to Ships at Sea. We have the roaster here with the smolt tank on it. This is the second stage of making money and getting started in Ships at Sea. We did the fishing with the flippy on the last. I actually took it back out one more time and did one more run of four long lines and made another 600,000, so we're now sitting at 1.4. So we're going to fill this smolt tank up with 20,000 smolt, and then we're going to run over and pick up some fish food too. Well, we're going to buy them here and then move the boat over to pick up the fish food with the small crane. You will have to be able to have small crane operator, so if you haven't got a skill point yet, you're not going to be able to get this. You have to have this one here. So now that we've done that, we're going to go here to the tool shop. We're going to buy the smolt. We have a 20,000 tank, so we're going to buy 20,000. It's going to cost 200,000 knock. Purchase that. Then we're going to buy fish food, and we're going to buy the large sacks because we don't want to keep running back and forth. So we are going to pick up, let's see, let's go with 6. I know it's a lot of fish food to have to move, but I want the fish to get up to level 8. And so they're stacked up over there. We're going to go down here, grab our boat and move it. Dock up down there and then use the crane to put all this bait on there, or food on there. Alright, so now that we're driving, got to be able to see it undocked. We're going to spin this boat around. Hopefully it'll go quick and spin good. I know this is probably not the best way to do this, but I'm going to use the X button to stop the motors so that I kind of turn to the side. It's a quick way of bumping it to the right. Now if I go right here, I am not going to be able to pick those things up, so I need to wait till it straightens out and then go ahead and pull forward just a little bit. We're going to keep going, and probably right about there, and then we're going to dock. We're going to get out of driving, come back out here, leave the boat. And now that we're on the land, we're going to walk over to this crane right here and start using it. I clicked the wrong button. Alright, let's try this again without clicking on the boat. Alright, I don't want to board boat, I want to operate the crane. There we go. Controls are pretty simple. A and D rotates, W, S lowers and raises, and then Q and R retracts. R sends it out, Q brings it back. So you get one picked up, yep, and if you're not quick enough, that happens. Alright, so we're going to spin this out, we're going to extend it out because we want to get it on that side of the boat, and then start lowering it down, and then we can figure out exactly where we need to go. Nope, we went out too far by a long ways. Alright, so about there, swing this into place, lower it down, and you can, if you do it right, get them to actually line in with the tank. I know it's kind of cheating, but it does work. And when you get down to the bottom, it just automatically unhooks. Come back up, rinse, repeat until you have all of them. Now this one I'm going to want to bring back because I want to put it on this side of the tank. Ah, crap, I didn't want to do that. Alright, so let's raise this up, bring it back even more. Try to spin it in here and lower it down. We may have to push out just a little bit. Right there. So now we can lower it down. It'll click into place. It is a little bit buggy sometimes. Alright, so now that it's down, and actually we'll just do this until we have them all on the boat. And then we'll go out to the fish farm. me load these and I will be right back. Okay, so I tried and tried and tried, and it won't let me get the two other ones on here, so we'll have to come back for those. And then you just hit F to exit the crane, just like you're driving the boat. And then we're going to board the boat. We're going to go out and purchase a farm. We're going to undock. I really like this dock spot too, because you can just cruise right out at a high rate of speed. Now I've seen people in the past, I'm going to stop the engine for a second, come around this way and go out through here. And yeah, it's doable to come back over here. I don't know why you'd want to though. What I do is I come out, I come through here, around this corner, and then just right down this line. Probably the easiest way. And you can use autopilot if you want. You want to set up a line, and you do have to remember though, when you get to the end, if you're not at your computer, the boat will keep going and you might crash into something. So this will just take a few minutes to get out there. The hard part's going to be loading all the fish food, because we have to do it 150-pound bag at a time, and that is 150 kilogram bag at a time, and that is 4,000 kilograms. So we're going to be 80 bags, I think. And that's if we don't need the two back at the dock. If we need the two back at the dock, we have to come back and do another 40. But we'll know right away how much of the fish you're going to be using. We'll sleep for a day and see how much it changes. Maybe sleep for 1 or 2 days to start. But this is a really quick way. These are salmon smolt, by the way. It's a really quick way to get started, and then you can pretty much go about doing whatever you want. The only real issue is having to get the license, which if you haven't driven 1,200 kilometers like I have, you know, I don't remember exactly where it started at, but I'm about to get my Class 5 license. I know the first one's only like 100 or 150 kilometers, if I remember correctly. It's not very much to get the Class 2, and then you can start driving Tier 2 boats. Water's nice and smooth today, so we shouldn't have any problems with that. Getting over there, docking, you know, boat bouncing around and jerking around. And if this works out, I mean, we could buy the big boat, the Dr. Phil. We could put a 100,000 smolt tank on there and fill the thing up, because that's what it takes, is 100,000. But you're going to be spending $1 million on smolt, and then all the fish food you have to do, which means putting all those bags of fish food up there by hand. But later on, after you get the Class or Tier 3 ability, you'll be able to use the boat with a crane on it, and it's way easier. You can raise the crane up and then just run up there and grab a bag, dump it in, bag, dump it in, instead of having to go up and down the ladder, jump on the boat, pick up a bag, run back out, jump up the ladder. You'll see the process here in a second. I'm going to cruise out here at, 13, approximately, right around 13 knots. A little under, a little over, back and forth. I saw 14 a couple times. It keeps going down to 12 also. I think it has to do with how much I'm using the rudder too. What we're going to do is we're just going to cruise down here. And as soon as we get past this little lighthouse right here, which is, I believe, that one right there in front of me. Or maybe no, maybe it might be that one over there. We're going to turn left and go to our, we got to pick one. We have 4 to choose. They're all the same. It doesn't matter which one you pick. I just go with the first one because it's closest and easiest to pull up to. And it is 1:51 in the morning and the sun's up, so definitely summertime. Wintertime, you're not going to have that. And as you can see, the little lighthouse down there on our mini map. technically you could start fishing here too. I don't know if it's just jigger fishing or what, but it just said we're entering fish habitat, so that's a good thing. I've never laid a line in this area though. Go out past that lighthouse is some pretty good cod fishing. Right down in here, usually, yeah, 50% cod right now. I did choose to go to the halibut because it pays more when I did the last video. Usually, not always, usually. And if you look up here on the right, it's hard to see right now because of the haze, but you can see them right there, kind of like right above the boat there. Now, I don't want to damage this thing, so I'm going to come in a little slower when we get closer, because you can damage the nets, you can damage the engines. I'm not sure if running into it will do that, but they do have a lifespan on them, which I'll show you when we actually purchase it. And I gotta find the docking spot too. I believe if I come in like this, it'll be right there, because that's where the engine's at for it too. So I'm going to slow down now. Come in a little bit slower, maybe not quite that slow. And it should be right here. I just bump up against it. Nah, I bumped too hard. Go a little bit further here. See if I can turn. It's not letting me turn very well, so we're going to try to back it up. I want to be straight on there. Whoa. Dang it. That is not what we wanted. Alright. Come on. Get up there. It is being super sensitive right now. Alright, back it up, back it up. And dock. Alright, so now that we're right here where we want to be, and I picked right here because we're going to be climbing up and down that ladder, we can come over here to this thing here, and this is where you can purchase the fish farm. Do you want to spend 500,000 NOK? Yes, we do. Alright, so now that we're on it, we can open the control panel. As you can see, the engine's off, the net's okay, the feeder's okay. I'm not going to add the fish quite yet, because I want to get some food in there first. So we're going to jump on the boat now. Oh, I can do it from down here. Oh, even better. That's awesome. I've never been able to do that before. And then you just add the fish food, board the boat, grab a bag, leave the boat, up and down, repeatedly, until you get a bunch of fish food on there. Ah, crap. Oh, come on. Mistakes were made. Alright, let's see. Maybe I was too close when I docked here. But as you see, you can go like this, climb down the ladder. You can run over here and see that we put... Man, this thing's killing me. That we put 150 kilograms of food in there. That is exactly what they need for one day. So now I'm going to add the fish. Oh, it's only 60. They changed it. It used to be higher than that. And then we're just going to rinse, repeat, and get all this food on there. So I'm going to do a little jump cut here, and we will have all the food in there in a second. Okay, so there's like 250 kilograms left on the boat. We're going to finish getting this off here. It would have been a little quicker. It took me about 15 minutes, but I kept like going past right here and then reboarding the boat instead of putting the fish food in there. If you're like really being watchful, it's probably 10 minutes to get all of it on there. And as soon as we get the rest of this on here, we're going to start the fish, the engine up, and let them start feeding. And then I'll show you that everything's working on the control panel. Should be the last bag. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I kept reboarding my boat when I didn't want to. Like right now, I don't want to board the boat. I want to climb down the ladder. So I'm going to go climb down. We're going to turn. Make sure it says the engine. Turn on engine. Right there. Crap. It's a really weird hit-click box sometimes. I want engine. Come on. I was hitting it from above too, which is funny. Is it out further? There we go. It's out further. Okay. So now that the engine's on, we'll come over here. We'll see the engine's okay. We have 4,000 kilograms of food in there, and then we have 20,000 1 kilogram fish. So now we're going to go and just jump on the boat. Go here to the time. Where's the clock at? The clock is one of these. No, this one? Yeah, this one here. Rest. Now we're just going to rest 24 hours. So now that we've done that, jump off the boat real quick, run back over here to the console, and see that they've used 60 kilograms. They're going to be using 90 now, and they're still 1 kilogram. Everything over here is still okay. So we're going to go get it back on the boat, sleep for another 24 hours, or rest for another 24 hours. And we're just going to rinse and repeat that until the fish get to the right size. So we don't want to go over. There's no reason to waste food, because we can always use this again later on. Alright, so now we have 20,000 fish that are 2 kilograms, and they're using 135 kilograms a day. So we just keep, and the total weight went from 20,000 to 45,000. So we'll come over here real quick. Sleep for another day. I'm going to say they're probably 4 now. Yeah, probably 3. If you do it multiple days at a time, you can actually kick them up really fast. I'm just doing that to show. So they're level 3, 3 kilograms a piece now. Total weight 67,500 pounds, and they're going to consume 202. Now this part's not that bad now, but when they start getting up here in the bigger numbers, or if you have 100,000 smolt in this thing, because it'll hold 100,000, your numbers can be really high. Which maybe I'll do that in a different video with Dr. Phil. No, I'll probably wait until I can do the crane one. So this is day 4 now, and they are up to level 5. They jumped to level 4. So now we have 101,250 they weight, and they're going to consume 304. Not that big a deal still. They might actually, we'll see, they might be this time or the next time. We're going to rest one more time. And just keep doing 24 hours at a time. Like if they're on level 7, you might want to do 12 just to save yourself some of the food for a different time. Like right in here, we could do 12 hours. Hopefully they'll be level 8 when we're done. If not, we'll sleep for another 12. And you can like do this and then click it back to get exactly 12 hours. It's got to be close if it's not already. Yeah, nope, not yet. Alright, so they're still using 456, but we have 151,000 pounds in there, or kilograms. I'm not sure how they're weighing those in there. We'll check this. Go another 12. Rest. Come back out here, and maybe you're gonna see a big payday though. Alright, so they're level 8 now. So we have 160,000 pounds of fish, sellable 20,000 fish. So they're 8 kilograms a piece. Our 20,000 fish, 8 weight apiece. Their sell price right here, 13.6 million. And all we did was bring 20,000 smolt out here. So we sell that, and if you look here, we now have 14.2 million. We can buy all of the tier 1 and all of the tier 2 ships right now if we wanted, I believe. I'll go back and check right now. But yeah, so there's a lot of food still left in there. If you wanted to, get Dr. Phil and, make a, I don't know, let's see, multiply that by 5, so you're looking at 13, 50, $65 million payday for feeding some smolt for 5 sleeping days, or 5 or 6 sleeping days. So we'll run back here to dock real quick and see what kind of boats we can get. We'll see you on the dock. So as we come up here to the dock, if you look to the right of the fuel gauge, you can see that I took 5% damage out there. Not that big a deal until you start getting into the point where you're hitting, 20% left. Then you might really have to worry about it, but this 5% no big deal. I could go and repair it right now, which I might, we'll see. But what I want to do is I want to look at the other boats. So we're going to slow down here, come up here and dock right where the other fish food's at, in case we want to go get more, or go out and put up another set of fish out there. And always park when you know you're going to have the crane to your advantage. Like, you don't want to park way back here where the crane's not going to be able to reach, even though you can dock here. Alright, so I'm going to keep going, a little further, a little further. Yeah, I know it's going super slow. There we go. About there. So if I wanted to, I can use that crane and put those down right here and right here. So we're going to leave the boat. I'm going to run in here real quick. I am actually going to repair this boat because I might take it back out for another run. But I wanted to show you other boats available. And I don't want to skip past so that new players that cannot get the other boats can't do it. Because like if you're still on tier 1, obviously you're going to have to stick around here. You can't go to tier 2 and buy the Dr. Phil. You can't go and buy the Conquest fishing boat. I don't know why you'd ever want to buy Romeo. You already get it to start with. Or the fixer boat. You can do the fixer boat. It's level tier 1. But the service boat, tier 2, the Scarbin, it's 7 million. You actually need that. That's the one for like putting out fires and stuff. And then of course, as you get up into the tier 3, I believe on this one here you can take out whale watchers too. But as you get up into here in a tier 3, you have the Scumcat, which is a tier 3 service boat. The Nordland, which is a tier 3 cargo boat. This one you can put cranes on both sides as added rigging. And then the Turbo, which on this boat here you can actually use crew. I have not figured out how to use the crew yet, but I'm working on it. It's been recently implemented. But as you can see, you can get 152 tons of cod, 200 tons of haddock, 110 pollock, 50 redfish, 75 halibut. If you wanted to go out herring fishing, mackerel fishing, because I believe you can do seining boats on there. We don't have enough to buy that right now, but we will work our way up to that. I am going to also, even though I don't like doing it, I'm going to do net fishing on this boat just to show you. It's kind of hard to do because sometimes the little pegs they have, unless they've changed it, get stuck where you can't reach them to get the unhooked from the fish. But we'll try that out, and then we'll actually rig it for long lining and show you what this boat can do too. But I think on the next one what we're going to do is, in fact, actually we might just do that. We might grab this one here. Actually, we're going to purchase this boat first, because this one you can do a medium smolt tank. which I believe is the one that'll hold 100,000. Actually, hold on. Boats for sale. Boats. Let's go down here real quick because I want to see what this one can hold. Yeah, I can do 2 cranes and a medium small tank, so. And the cranes come in handy for when you're putting the food in. However, if you're doing that, you can also do more than one of those fish things. Like if you go, hold on, XM, if you were to come down here, you could buy all 4 of them. And then, like you can see, I can buy that one, I can buy that one, buy all 4 of them, and then come out here with your boat, fill up the fish, come out with your boat, fill the fish, unhook the smolt tank, and just load it up with fish food. Use the crane to raise above it, and just, I already bought that one, what's it doing? Alright, so we own this one. Available food, it says 3%. Crazy since, you know, we have still, what, 3,000 something tons in there, kilograms in there, I mean. So, I believe on the next one we're going to, if I can get this thing to work, there we go. We're going to click on boats. Oh, I think we're going to go with this boat here. And we'll set it up for net fishing for 1 episode. And then if we do good, we'll do a full episode instead of just a short. And then for the next one, we'll rig it up for long lining. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this. I'm also going to purchase this one because we're going to use that too. And then we're going to go to the boats available, and we're going to click on this guy here. So that's our new fishing boat. We're going to get the upgrades for it real quick and have it ready to go for the next time. So we're going to hold this, get that, install. We're also going to get the remote control, which is how we pull the fish in without jumping out to have to run back. Or the buoys, I mean. We don't need an internal fuel tank. It should be plenty, I believe. How much do we currently have? 25, yeah, 2,500 liters should be fine. So steering, it says it's all functionality except for the bottom one. Is that the one? No. Yeah, these are just all purely cosmetic. So, I mean, we can change these if we want. I personally, it doesn't matter to me either way. We currently have that one there, which is fine. We're going to upgrade the engine. Probably going to be expensive. That's not too bad, 95K. Hold that, install, scroll back up real quick, and the propeller. And, okay, so this boat should, if we go to info, be able to do 14 knots now. And the gross tonnage is 10. Capacity says 6.6 tons. We'll see if we can go over that. And then, like I said, we're going to rig it for net fishing. All right. So it's set up for net fishing. We're going to close out of this now and go hop on our boat and look. So when we're doing the net fishing, this thing has to come down. This thing gets turned, and then you open this up and abort that, or start it with this one here. There's no fish. Okay, it's just gonna do that. But we can grab the buoy from inside before we ever get to this spot. So what we'll have it like set up like that right there, and we'll be inside. We'll hit N to start getting the buoy and go from there. So we're going to put this thing back. If I remember how to do this, I think I have to come over here. It's like a weird hitbox to get this thing to turn back. And then, like I said, we'll hook it up with nets and get it ready to go. So I'm going to jump off here real quick, take the ladder down, run over, grab some nets, and then the next episode we will do some net fishing. We don't need to worry about this. We won't have to worry about bait. All we gotta do is get some nets, and I believe we can use the big nets. So if the water's calm, it should be okay. If the water's rough, it's kind of a pain because the fish keep flopping through the sort table. Okay, so purchase gear, and we want nets. I said I'm not positive on this, but I'm pretty sure we can do these ones. Yeah, we can. How many can we hold? Alright, so we can hold 10 nets. I don't think we're going to need that many, but I'm going to purchase them anyway. Alright, so purchase those. We want to get more buoys. I think we have 4 already. So we're going to get, I wish we needed 10 more. Let's do it that way. And that's the only thing we need out here. We don't need bait. We don't need the long lines. We don't have any fish to sell. I'm going to save this and also show you how long this has taken me to get to a tier 2 boat with the nets ready to go for fishing. So we run back down here, so we're actually at our boat. I took one trip out with you guys. We ran lines. I took another trip by myself. I ran lines by myself. We did the fish farm, and if I click on this, it says yes, confirm. I played a total of 3 hours and 15 minutes. It's pretty good, I think. So that's pulled back the way it's supposed to be. All of our nets, if you do this right, you can just run right off into the boat. Yeah, they used to let you do that. Can't do it anymore. Alright, so all the nets are back here. When we go to do it, we'll toss, just run back here, we'll click this, and it'll start tossing the line out. You'll see that in the next episode. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked it. If you do, please hit that like button, subscribe, comment. It really helps out the channel, and I appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.